Good evening, everybody. I hope all is well. It's time for another What Can I Cook in a Van? Tonight, we'll be having teriyaki chicken over some sweet and sour rice flavored with garlic, ginger, and citrus, and a bacon Caesar salad on the side. Let's see how this turns out. Right now, I've got the pan heating up. I'm going to cook the rice in the pan. It says you can do this microwavable rice in a pan. So I'm going to do that in a pan with a couple tablespoons of water. And I'm going to heat up that first. And then I'll get that on the plate. And then I'll throw the chicken in there. And we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm back. Got the rice in the pan. It's just about warmed up enough. The noise you hear in the background, that's just the air conditioner going. Gotta have that. Anyway. Yeah, the rice is just about warmed up. It's that microwavable stuff, so it just needs to be warmed. And we'll give that another minute or two. But anyway, up next, I found this teriyaki seasoned chicken thighs at the local grocery store. It wasn't but $7 and some change, so I thought, you know what? Let's try something different. I mean, all I'm ever cooking here is steaks and burgers and shrimp, so, you know. That looks like that's full of all kinds of flavors and stuff, so. That's getting ready to go in my pan. Yep, And someone suggested that I not forget my greens, which I totally understand, so yeah, I'm gonna have me a salad with it. I think this will be a pretty good meal. Pair that with a big old glass of milk, I believe it's going to be just wonderful. Anyway, I'll be back shortly with more results. Alright, the rice is done. It's good and hot. Next step, we're going to throw some butter in this pan. I keep my butter in the freezer because, as everybody knows, I live in a van and I don't need this stuff melting. But it sure is good on now. But you know, hey, it's whatever. Whatever works, right? So we're going to get this pan all buttered up. Oh, yeah. And while that's melting up in there, I really love this new pan. I don't know if I've said that lately, but this copper pan, it's a non-stick pan. And it's not your conventional non-stick pan with all the poisonous materials they say they make those with. I don't know if that's true or what, but I went with this one and it's wonderful. I ain't had anything stick in it yet. I know that pan is good and hot, so I definitely want something in there anyway. If I can figure out just which corner of this to peel, I think I'm just going to cut it open. I'll be back in a minute. Now that this is open, wow, that smells really good. We're just going to slide this off into the pan, if that's possible. Of course, it's going to be difficult, but you know, hey. Anything worth having, huh? I don't know. We'll see how this goes. See if I can't squeeze it out from the other end. And there it goes. Oh, yeah. Come on, let's get all this flavor and stuff out of there. Gotta be careful when messing with raw chicken. Make sure you got a good way to clean your hands and such. I do not have a sink or plumbing in here yet, but I am actually trying to figure out how to put a sink in here. I know minivans have sinks and all that, and it's quite simple, they say, and I don't doubt that. I'm just trying to figure out which setup I want to go with. Do I want a 12-volt pump, or do I want one of them little battery-operated things with that little nozzle that looks like a soap dispenser? I don't know yet. We'll see. I think I may have a lead on an old sink that somebody's just trying to get rid of, so that is probably going to help decide what setup I go with. If you get the drift, you know. Free's always best. Especially when you're building a van on the cheap and people say, hey, I've got this, could you use it? You never know. We'll see. Anyway, got all that chicken in the pan up in there, and that's gonna smell this place up. I'm sitting on a little bit of a tilt this evening, so I don't know if you can tell. That looks level, but this is actually how it's sitting. I've always said I'm just a few degrees off anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna let that simmer. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this movie, this unnamed movie that I don't have any rights to for my videos, and I'll be back shortly. Added another chunk of butter in there just because, why not? We're gonna put the lid back on it and leave that be. I've got it on high. It seems to be cooking it all right. But this is something I can't rush. Like I said before, chicken ain't nothing to play with, so that's got to get cooked thoroughly. Or some big word like that. Anyway, yeah, I know. It's a little different. Usually it's breaded shrimp in an air fryer and a steak or something like that, which is all good. But the steaks were a little more expensive this week for some reason. I did get some shrimp. It's in the freezer. I even got some cheese sticks this time. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But once I saw that teriyaki chicken, I thought, yeah, that, some rice, maybe a little salad. Salad was the last thought, but hey, why not? Can't hurt, right? We'll see. Anyway, back shortly. Oh, that's cooking up right nicely. Smells real good too. That's one thing I love doing in here is cooking. Especially with that little exhaust fan I got in the door. Once it gets to smelling real good, turn that on and smell up any parking lot I'm sitting in. Anyway, it's just gonna simmer a little more. I'm using the lid to keep the moisture in, and that way it doesn't dry out. Especially with all those flavors in there, I want to keep as much of that in there as I can. So I'm just slowly cooking it. We'll see how it comes. Still cooking. As I said, chicken is something I'm gonna take my time with. I've got the lid off of it now. We're gonna let some of these juices evaporate a little bit. That way we don't leave all the flavor in the pan when we pull the meat out of it. But I'll be damned if this ain't looking real good. Smelling real good too. And I didn't realize just how much meat was in that pack. I should go ahead and start cutting some of this up. It's real tender too. I mean, goodness. Hang on, my phone's about to die. Hold on, okay? Oh, that was a close one. I sure would hate for my phone to die recording a dinner like this, huh? Anyway, back to what matters. Oh, yeah. And that's just coming right apart. That's gonna go amazing on this rice. Wow. I tell you what, this is gonna be some good leftovers tomorrow. I might shred it on up and make a sandwich out of it. We'll see. But you know. Just coming right apart. Wow. Good thing too, because this is difficult to do with one hand. My dog's sitting over in the chair just staring me down too. Yeah, You gotta wait just like I do. Be alright, she'll get some of it. I always share with my doggy. I mean, I'd be mean if I didn't, you know, cooking all this wonderful good food here in the van and just eat it right in front of her. That would be severely messed up. But anyway, I think we're close to getting done with that. I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, instantly here for y'all, but be right back. And that, folks, is dinner tonight. Teriyaki chicken over sweet and sour rice with a bacon Caesar salad. Cooked right here in the van. This looks amazing. I'm hungry as hell. I'm digging in. I hope all is well. And until next time, happy trails.